Well, hey guys, happy Sunday. I just woke up, actually. I don't have any coffee in my system, so I don't know how I'm this verbal, but I'm gonna roll with it. Anyways, yeah, I just woke up, haven't put anything on my face, but First Aid Beauty a while back sent me this Arnica, what's it called? Arnica Relief and Rescue Mask. So I thought I would try it out for you guys this morning and talk about Arnica in skincare. It says to put it on and allow it to absorb for at least 15 minutes, massage any remaining product into skin or tissue off, use 2 to 3 times a week. So that sounds to me like just like a basic moisturizer. So Arnica, you know, it smells like a health food store. Arnica comes from this European plant, Arnica montana. There are actually a few strains of it. Anyways, you know, it's part of homeopathy. It's a homeopathic remedy for bruising and swelling. It's been used for a long time, but a lot of derms, and honestly, I don't know why, tell their patients to use it post-procedure to reduce bruising. And the reason I don't understand why some derms do that is because there's no data to show that that does anything over placebo. I mean, there have actually been a few randomized placebo-controlled trials in smaller studies on using Arnica to reduce post-procedural bruising, and it shows to be no different. Like one of them was with phlebectomy, you know, vein surgery. There is one small study where it seemed to be beneficial in people undergoing dental procedures, but like there was no placebo, so it's kind of hard to say. Anyway, long story short, there have been reviews of all the studies, and there's really no evidence that Arnica does anything. So I honestly do not understand. I know some derms who do like a lot of laser procedures. I know they recommend it, and I cannot for the life of me understand why. You know, maybe in their clinical experience they find that it's beneficial, but the reason I have such reservations with Arnica, even though I just slathered it on my face, it's got an allergen sesquiterpene lactone present in chrysanthemum, and that's been a known contact allergen for like hundreds of years. So people do develop allergies to that. Now, of course, you can develop an allergy to anything. So yeah. Anyways, this, you know, it seems like a moisturizer. I'm kind of putting it on as if it were a sunscreen, but I like First Aid Beauty. They have some good products. This, however, I think it's like 30 bucks.
What?
That's pretty expensive. This does have centella in it also. Now, centella is an ingredient that in lab studies has been shown to help with wound healing, and there's some small studies suggesting that it's helpful for improving the appearance of scars. There's not a whole lot of research on centella, but so far, so good. It doesn't seem to be harmful, at least. And I personally find a lot of benefit using centella, just in terms of like reducing irritation and redness. But that's not to say that it, you know, couldn't possibly cause issues either. What else does this have in it? I'm gonna look it up on the internet here. Let's see. It's got calendula in it, which comes from marigold. You can become allergic to that, though that's anti-inflammatory. So you'll find that in a lot of like eczema creams and stuff. I don't know. And it's got the centella in it. And herbal. Shea butter, cocoa butter. Oh, it's got coconut oil in it. That's good to know. Some people find that coconut oil flares their acne. I've never had any issues with breakouts with coconut oil. Licorice root, which is anti-inflammatory, can calm down redness and has a skin brightening effect. This has some good ingredients. It's got colloidal oats in it as well. It does have a pretty long ingredient list, though. Anytime you have that many things going on, makes you a little more worried about problems arising. Has anyone tried this? I think it gets the clean at Sephora stamp of approval, which is basically BS. Anyway, soothe and distress. I don't know. Do I look less distressed? Why am I so energetic, you guys? I don't know what's going on. Like, I have not had coffee yet. I should be like on the floor writhing in pain and agony, but yet I'm here talking to you as though it's, you know, 4 p.m. Anyways, speak of the devil, should I tissue this off or just leave it on? I think I'm just gonna leave it on. Let me go put on some sunscreen. Oh, you guys, I'm dressed. I'm wearing this cute t-shirt I got from Etsy. Can you see it? It says, eat your veggies. And it's got some kind of turnip or beet there. Kale, broccoli, peas, beets, squash, and carrots. Isn't that cute? Hey guys, what's up? I am running out to Kroger because yesterday at Costco, I don't know what happened. There was like a serious lacking of their typical in-stock staples. Like there was no spinach. I mean, a lot of stuff I typically get at Costco was just not in stock. So I have to go to Kroger, unfortunately. I mean, I enjoy going there, whatevs, but yeah, I managed to get my act together, pseudo, got some caffeine in my system, put my sunscreen on, and now I'm headed out. All the Christmas decorations have come down in the hood. Sad. This person in front of me, their gas door is open. I feel bad for them, isn't that like, well, I guess so long as the little nozzle is on. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it just seems like one of those things that they could inadvertently whack off and, you know, be upset about, but I don't know how to alert them, so off they go. We are here at the Kroge. I don't get how, with everything that's going on and all of the businesses that unfortunately have gone under, how Buca di Beppo, you guys know, if you're new here, I have a vendetta with Buca di Beppo. How Buca di Beppo is thriving. I don't understand it. I mean, the whole principle of Buca di Beppo, it's a chain of mediocre, well, it's just my opinion. You may like it, fine. And I've only eaten there once, so I really shouldn't judge, but I'm sure Italians will agree with me. Mediocre Italian-American food. And the whole principle of it is family style, where you like they bring out massive portions and then they put it on the table and you pass it around, which, I mean, that business model seems like it would be the first to go in a pandemic, but they're still thriving, yet like small businesses, I don't get it. Anyways, we're here at the Kroge. I gotta put my face mask on. See ya inside. Maybe I will, I don't know. I don't want to get your hopes up and then they'd be blasting like, who's a popular musician these days? Musician? Does anybody even call them musicians? Artist? Yeah, we'll see. But update on the new purse, still loving it. For 2021, new look. Instead of tan, I have gray and tan. Yeah, you know me, throwing in those vibrant colors. Actually, y'all, you're like, I thought she was gonna go on Kroger. Why is she still talking to us? One of my goals for 2021 is to try and wear more vibrant colors because I think they look nice, and I don't know, I'm kind of looking to change it up. Anyways, you guys only have one bar on the battery, so I don't want to deplete it before we get into Kroger potentially. You guys are like, what? OMG, yes, this is so good, you guys. I don't typically like flavored coffees, but this is, I tried it last year for the first time. A viewer sent it to me, and I have been waiting all year to get it back in my life. They're popped protein crisps. Are those vegan? Simple Truth has been just killing it lately with stuff. Putting all the vegan stuff out. Emerge. Is this a knockoff of Beyond? Emerge. What was the marketing department thinking when they came out with that? Okay, I don't drink, but I'm seriously tempted to buy this. Boy, Kroger is really getting me today with their temptation aisle. I'm tempted to buy this Snoop Dogg red wine. I'm loving the bottle. Could have that in the background, right next to Margot. That kind of fits my aesthetic. That's what I'm talking about. Kroger. Adorable little cupcake. Kroger has more Valentine's decor than Home Goods did. What does that say? Home Goods is slacking. This one's really sweet. A little trailer. Aha! Here are the Tuscany candles. Endless Romance they had last year. Sweetheart Cupcake, if I recall correctly, is kind of underwhelming. Hugs and Kisses, I think, was pretty good. Ooh, these are new. At least the designer label. Do kids still give out Valentines like this? Well, I mean, presumably they do, because Valentine pencils, I remember those. Yeah, when I was a child, we would always make these little, like, envelopes to get our Valentines in our class, and then you'd put them on the back of your chair. People would go around the classroom and put them in the envelope. Chicken nugget Valentines. It's cute. Pizza Pals. And there are always conversation hearts too. Oh, I love the little llama. So cute. Well, hey guys, I just finished my skincare routine, but I got a new hair towel. This company AQUIS sent this to me in a PR package. It's a Korean brand, I guess. This is made in Korea. Rapid Dry Hair Turban. Proprietary Aquatex fabric gently wicks water away from hair to fight friction, frizz, and breakage. Easily secures around the head, which it does, allowing hands-free drying. The result, healthier, stronger, more vibrant hair that is less prone to damage and color fade. Hashtag hair strong. Did you know that hair is more vulnerable to damage when wet? That's true. That's why I never like brush my hair when it's wet. Although people, see, here's the thing, people with more textured hair, they kind of have to comb it when it's wet, because if they don't, then it just kind of, it becomes very difficult to becomes tangled. So yeah, that's not the case for everybody, but personally, if I comb my hair or brush my hair when it's wet, I do get more breakage. But that's just my hair type. Anyways, y'all know I use a t-shirt to do this, but from time to time I have used these kind of turby twist things. Like I think I have got one in a FabFitFun box. Of course, I get so many good things in that box as a side note. Anyways, I got one in a FabFitFun box that I typically take with me traveling. I'm looking in my linen closet, but it's not in there. Yeah, I typically take that with me traveling. It's pretty good. But this, I really like this color actually, this coral color. So let's see how it did. I'm sure it did just fine. Have you guys ever heard of these AQUIS towels? They're nice. Buchheim. Anyways, one thing I wanted to share with you guys, I recently finished up my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Overnight Hydration Cream. I have another one to rotate back in at some point. I love that. Love, love, love it. I mean, that moisturizer has been wonderful. Anyways, a viewer sent this to me as a Christmas gift. You guys have been asking me to try this OKeeffe's brand forever. Specifically, you talk about, let me get a claw here. Specifically, you talk about the OKeeffe's like hand cream and foot cream, and I've really never tried anything by this OKeeffe's brand, but a viewer sent this to me. It's their skin repair body lotion, the clinical, and I really like it. It is a good moisturizer. It doesn't have any fragrance. The main ingredients are like glycerin, dimethicone, and shea butter. It doesn't have any menthol or anything like that. I mean, it's short ingredient list. It's good. It's very eczema friendly. It kind of reminds me of the Vaseline creamy petroleum jelly. But does it have petrolatum in it? I don't think it does. Yeah, there's no petrolatum in this. Long story short, I really like it. It does have beeswax in it though. If you're allergic to beeswax or propolis or any kind of like honey, some people, you know, develop allergies to those, and you know, you have to avoid that. But it's really good. And it, like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Vaseline creamy jelly lotion cream. OKeeffe's Clinical Body. I have tried using it on my face a few times and I really like it in that manner. But speaking of face moisturizers, one that I'm trying to finish up and I used tonight is, I shared this with you guys a while ago. I got it on Octoly. Octoly is basically like a platform where influencers can go on and like see available PR and be like, oh, I want to try that PR. And I kind of like that, as opposed to just like having brands say, hey, can we send you PR, and then you never really know what you're gonna get, and it could be a bunch of stuff that you don't want or need. But I saw this was on there. It's the Biossance Squalane, what is it called? Omega Repair Cream. And this is nice. You can see I've used, it looks like it looks like it's empty, but if you see, a lot of it gets stuck up in the jar. This is nice. I like it, but I have to say, it's not like, I don't know. It's good, I like it, but would I buy this myself? No, not at all. I mean, in fact, I think there are videos of me and Sephora being like, Biossance, who's gonna spend money on that? It's just a basic moisturizer. And while this is really nice, and I can see why people like it, I still stand by that statement. I don't see why, to me at least, this is not something I would buy. I got it for free, as I said, from the Octoly platform, but it's nice. It's free of fragrance. One thing about it though, I've kind of noticed, including now a little bit, I don't know, it kind of, it's not that it pills up, but it kind of, I don't know, it's a little, it does kind of have a bit of a tendency to, not pill, but get like stringy. It feels stringy a little bit. As opposed to, I kind of like moisturizers that absorb really quickly and, you know, they don't leave like filminess. I won't say filminess, but it doesn't leave that like burst of hydration. It doesn't give that burst of hydration plus, you know, that kind of supple, soft, smooth feel that I would hope for something this expensive. It has squalane in it. Squalane is a wonderful emollient. It's very lightweight. People with oily skin tend to like it. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be water. I mean, actually, it could be water. Somebody out there is gonna say it breaks them out. And what do they mean by breaks out? Do they mean they get a rash, or do they mean they get a flare of acne? Presumably they mean they get a flare of acne. But, you know, there's no way to analyze ingredients to know if someone's gonna break you out. It's just not, you know, you can't do it. Yeah, I mean, you can't go into a store, look at the skincare products and be like, oh, this has this ingredient, it's comedogenic, it's gonna break me out. It simply does not work out that way. It's really just some skin types are more sensitive to particular combinations of ingredients. Rambling aside, I do like it, but I don't know that I would buy it myself. This, however, this AQUIS hair towel, I really like this. Britta Cox is the founder of this. I'm gonna look this up now. In addition to looking for a dress or something in this color. I love this color so much. It's so pretty. It just reminds me of like Florida, you know, I don't know. This, and I like this paired with, I know this sounds like an odd color combination, but I just think it's beautiful. This paired with ballet pink. I like that contrast with the coral with the pink and like patterns and things. It just reminds me of like, I don't know, beaches in the South and like Florida and stuff, or like, you know, some kind of fun Florida type like lawn furniture from the 70s. Like that was popular, I feel like, in the 70s, like upholstered things that had flowers that were like the coral and the pink, like big flowers. It was common to have that, or like, you know, lime green and yellow. I think, yeah, I kind of like that. Bring it back. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for that. Anyways, I am going to, my video is uploading like paint drying or water evaporating in the Arctic. I mean, it's going super slow. I don't know what's going on with the internet speed, but that's like the rate limiting step of me moving on with my life, is the video going up so I can, you know, tell my computer to go to sleep. I don't like leaving my computer on overnight. That gives me like the willies. I don't know. I feel like something bad could happen to it. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, plus it drains like energy and your electric bill and whatnot. You guys are like, oh my God. I'm telling you, ever since I got this new SD card that has so much space in it, I just ramble on and on and on. Okay, I have to show you this one thing. What the heck? I guess when I took my contact lenses out, I typically throw them either in the trash or in the toilet because I have the dailies. Apparently, I just slung it on the door. Gross. And it's like... Let's just drop that in the... Oh, I'm still zoomed in here. Eek. There we go. Let's just drop that in the trash. Why don't we? You nasty girl. I'm talking to myself, not you. Not you. You're not nasty. I'm nasty. I don't know. I don't know you that well. Maybe you are nasty. Are you nasty? Oh my God. What am I even doing? But speaking of nasty, let's call me Big Pun. Speaking of Big Pun, if you don't know who Big Pun is, yeah. But Big Pun made an appearance on that hip hop show I was telling you guys about, the documentary on Netflix that I rather enjoy, Hip Hop Evolution. But yeah, this is that little robe that I got in my FabFitFun box. Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Me encanta. Well, hey guys, I am in bed, gonna read my book and pass out. Update. It was a very dramatic pause. These Lucky Brand PJs that I got at Costco last week, oh my goodness, for the win, for the win. Yeah, when I was there yesterday, I noticed they were all out of my size, so I'm glad I snagged these when I did. I'm wishing I had gotten some of the other patterns because they're super comfy. I've got my FabFitFun blanket here, the faux fur one. It's so soft and it matches my pillowcase. Anyways, yeah, speaking of Costco, I have a little funny story for you guys. I was editing yesterday's vlog, and remember when I was in the car in the Costco parking lot and I was showing you guys that grocery cart that somebody had didn't put back properly, how that's my pet peeve? Well, I had to edit out a portion of that clip because I had my camera pointed at that grocery cart and I was explaining like that's my pet peeve or whatever, and as I was going on and on about it, I didn't even realize this, but this woman gets out of her car and as I'm like explaining it to you guys, I don't know, I didn't see her, it was just kind of off to the corner. She does the exact same thing. She puts the grocery cart like in that weird little slot in front of the car. And if you didn't watch yesterday's vlog, basically somebody had jammed a grocery cart in the space between like the parking lot wall and the parking space, so that it was just kind of in an awkward position. And it's my pet peeve when people don't take their carts back to the corral. So in yesterday's vlog I was explaining that, and as I was explaining it, this woman, I noticed in the video, well, I didn't notice when I was explaining it to you guys, but when I went back to edit the footage, I noticed this woman was doing the exact same thing, and I captured her on camera doing it. So I had to edit it out because I didn't want to catch somebody and put it on the internet, you know. I don't like doing stuff like that. I try and keep bystanders out of my videos because I just don't think it's fair to include random strangers. I mean, it's hard, you know, sometimes people, you know, in public, you inevitably you're going to see them, but I try my best to not get other people because, you know, I don't have their consent basically. So I try to not get other people on camera, and I had captured this woman doing the thing as I was explaining to you guys how annoying that is. But, you know, you have to keep an open mind. Like I was explaining to you guys yesterday, one potential reason why people might do that is that they're worried that they're going to get mugged in the parking lot, so they're kind of in a hurry. But as I was editing out that clip of the woman doing it, it dawned on me that another potential reason might be that, you know, some people with children, they put the child in the car seat and then they have to put the cart away, and the corral is far from their car. They don't want to leave their child unattended. So I understand that. That was another thing that I thought of. See, I always try and think when I have a snap judgment about something, I try and think very hard, like why that certain, you know, why people might do things that I perceive as wrong. Still, nonetheless, it's far too common that people don't put their grocery carts back in the corral. But still, there are potential explanations. So, yeah, long story short, I did not want to shame that woman because you know, like I said, potentially maybe she was scared and that's why she put it there, or maybe she had a child in the car, whatever. And even if she was, you know, being lazy, she doesn't deserve to be shamed on the internet. That's one thing about, I don't know, this current time that we live in with social media. I see this a lot, and I don't think it's right. People will capture somebody behaving badly, film it on their phone, and then post it to social media. And I don't know, that it just doesn't sit well with me because we all have the potential to lose our cool, to do something that we regret in the moment. And you should be called out for it. But I don't think you should be called out for it publicly for the internet, like the whole world to see. I think that's wrong, you know, because you can't take that back, you know, like you can't take that back ever. And so I feel bad. I just don't think that's right to like film somebody, like, you know, like you've seen like somebody treating an employee poorly. There's no excuse for that. You should never treat like a service person poorly. I mean, there's just no excuse for that whatsoever. But if you see somebody doing that, you know, I don't think it's right to film them doing that and then post it on social media to shame them. I think instead you should maybe interrupt them and say, hey, you know, leave them alone or whatever. Because, yeah, I mean, what if that person, you know, was just having a really, 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 really bad day? Of course, there's never an excuse, but like, should they have that on the internet permanently? I just think that that's taking it too far. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Well, who was it that said, don't ever do anything that you would be ashamed of having on the front page of a newspaper? I feel it was that Warren Buffett. He said, live your life so that whatever, you know, any snapshots of it that are taken, you will not be ashamed if they appear on the front page of a paper, of a newspaper. That's a good way to try and live, you know. Try and keep your cool always, because you never know. You never know when somebody's going to film it and put it on Facebook. Yeah, but and I mean, the woman wasn't even like, I mean, she looked, you could see her clear as day, who she was. There was no anonymity to it, and I had the camera pointed at her the whole time. So, yeah, I had to delete that. What else was I going to tell you guys about Costco? It's a paradise. You guys, this blanket is so soft. It's so soft. It's actually kind of cold out. It's like one of our freezing nights. I think it's dropping down to, I don't know, 57. Brr. So I like to joke about the weather here, that it's never gonna get super cold. But anyways, so I'm cozy. I'm a little blabby. You guys are like, what is she even talking about? She's not even making sense. I don't know. Did you guys have a good weekend? I should go to sleep, but I'm not tired. You guys ever get like that? Like, you know you need to go to sleep, but you're not tired, and so you just want to stay up. So I'm gonna just keep talking to you guys. Because otherwise, I mean, I know what will put me to sleep, this book. I'm still not getting into it. I said I would give it a few more days, but I don't know. It's kind of good. No, it's not. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna read that and go to sleep. But like I said, these Lucky brand PJs, super soft. I don't know how it is that Costco gets the best clothing. Like, why am I know some of you guys buy your clothes at Costco, but like, why is it not, why is it not more of a thing that people don't just dress in Costco clothes? I don't know. I'm one of those people that other people joke about that's been indoctrinated into the Costco family. I am so there. I am so there. And as a matter of fact, I have this dream of Costco gated communities, like a Kirkland community, where there would be Costco houses. And you know how Costco can like contract with like certain companies or whatever? That's how they get stuff, and then sometimes they'll put their own label on it, like all the Kirkland stuff. What if Costco did the same thing with builders, and you could have a Costco house, and it could be in a Costco community, like a gated community, and there'd be like a fitness center with all the fitness equipment would be like the stuff they sell at Costco. You know, there could be a little boutique, and you could have your, you know, members only, Costco members only. There could be a little boutique, and you could buy your 32 degrees activewear. I thought all of this out. You could buy your 32 degree activewear. You could play tennis. They'd have like a kids club. Of course, this is in a non-pandemic world that I'm thinking of. It just sounds like paradise to me. And yeah, I mean, everything would be accessed with your Costco club card. And yeah, there'd be a warehouse in the neighborhood. Duh. Whatever. It could be just like a whole little compound. Like, you guys are like, you mean a cult? You could call it that. I like to think of it as, I don't know, warehouse. Anyways, guys, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for making it this far. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.